Managed Information and Communication Service is a combination of telecommunications and information system services provided to a customer at an agreed contractual price. While the services that are provided can vary from platform to platform, they are normally grouped into sets such as infrastructure services, telecommunications framework, consulting services, operational support, disaster recovery, and business continuity planning. Many of these services can be offered on customer property, while others are also offered by delivering remote services through technology. Other services are often delivered remotely through cost-effective solutions such as nearshoring and offshoring centers, where labor and goods are cheaper and easier to come by. The pestle analysis in this industry analyzes how different areas such as political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal have an effect on this industry.
Here, we take an in-depth look at the SWOT analysis for T-Systems. As we can see, there are many strengths that the company currently possesses already, such as a solid delivery model and their offerings of Internet as a Service and Platform as a Service business models. So we're going to focus on some of the weaknesses that the company currently faces and how we plan on transforming them into opportunities that will become lucrative to the organization in the long run. As we all know, the lack of communication in operations can definitely have a direct impact because it results in a negative impact to customer services, which is T-Systems' bread and butter and customer retention. This also directly affects customer loyalty. T-Systems also suffers from operational issues that create over-engineered processes and often misalignment between senior leadership and customer expectations. These weaknesses can easily be transformed into opportunities and increase revenue and stability for T-Systems over time. As we will discuss in future slides, T-Systems has much room for improvement and plenty of opportunity to grow if they follow the plan we have designed. Many of the opportunities T-Systems will take advantage of will minimize the current threats, especially between competitors. We are utilizing this SWOT analysis for a baseline for improvement to the entire organization.
The current as-is processes and organizational charts at T-Systems are largely sales-based. This is where major inefficiencies lie. Currently, the sales department holds too much authority over the customer project processes such as the design and delivery areas. Another problematic area falls within inefficient contractual obligations and negotiations with customers and the sales team. Customer promises lead to difficulty in delivering said solutions as it can be outside of T-Systems' scope of contract.
Okay, so here we have some key timelines that we want to hit. Our key reporting structures we want in place by the end of the first quarter. We need to fill all key positions and management changes within the first 6 months of the execution of our transformation plan. We cannot dawdle in this regard. Contract modifications will take a little bit more time, but we need to complete those no later than year 2. We'll have some renewals this year, and then we'll have additional ones next year. So that is our target timeline. We'll keep all of our current KPIs, our key performance indicators, our time to delivery, our time of customer delivery, our release to production, and our delivery designated for re-engineering. KPIs will all remain the same, and I don't need to go into detail of how those work because everyone here is familiar with those.
Now that we have outlined the overall transformation, let's now discuss the details and benefits this change will yield. One of the benefits we anticipate with this change is improved business agility. With the changing conditions in the market, it's important to make the appropriate modifications to the organization to stay competitive. With more customers requesting customized solutions to their business needs, the more dynamic the organization needs to be able to handle these requests. With the proposed transformation, T-Systems will be able to create a true alignment of customer needs and expectations. The end result will be a streamlined process with smoother design and higher level of adaptability to unstable conditions. Another benefit is reduced cost and higher revenue. We believe that this transformation will lead to lower costs associated to the business process execution. More enhanced process and productivity of the workforce will make this possible. The decline in operational costs may not be visible right away, but eliminating the bottlenecks will yield remarkable improvements. For instance, the bottlenecks associated with re-engineering during the delivery phase will yield a reduction in cost and delay to the project. This will also mean that customers will have quicker access to the services and products in a shorter time. Thus, the organization will have more market demand and increase in customer satisfaction, which overall improves the company image in the North American market. The transformation will also result in optimization of the process through the removal of any redundant tasks. One of the major issues that currently plagues T-Systems is having more groups work on individual silos. The transformation will not only eliminate this, but it will also give the company setting consistency across all groups. The transformation will not only maximize returns, but it will also align the organization's objectives with its process. Another benefit of the transformation is enhanced transparency. This will allow T-Systems to gain a better understanding of their process and the ability to modify structure while keeping track of outcomes.
The transformational timeline will be in 4 phases. The first phase includes streamlining the sales and delivery processes. The second phase includes implementing a new modified billing structure. The third phase includes implementing a new project approval process. And the fourth phase will include implementing a new modified delivery process overhaul.
Our proposed transformation needs to be actively monitored and evaluated to make sure that it's delivering the promised output of improving the company image, increased customer loyalty and satisfaction, and the overall improvement of the internal delivery process. Given the dynamics of the business environment, it's essential to roll out an architecture that can deliver real-time analytics and data exploration capabilities. To be able to deliver these detailed analytics, we have chosen to roll out an SAP solution. We will be utilizing SAP as our enterprise software solution to manage business operations and customer relations. We will also be leveraging SAP HANA as our appliance for processing high volumes of transactional data, which will be used for data modeling, data analytics, and operational management. In addition, we will have a HANA Hadoop integration architecture that will be running on an IBM clustered server that will be utilized for storing and distributing large volumes of datasets. We expect several benefits from the proposed architecture. First, have better insight into the organization to make better decisions and have greater control of business outcomes. Achieve competitive differentiated business intelligence, generating more accurate and comprehensive real-time information about our customers' interests, and finally gaining in-depth solution insight about the most requested solutions from customers across multiple channels.
Training and development will include sales, design, and delivery process training. Unique training for the sales team will include modules such as Back to Basics sales technique training, updated process reporting, project goals and deliverables, and continual training on the company's provided solutions to prevent the sales team from over-promising services. Design and delivery training will include similar modules such as sales regarding updates to the process. Items will include updates to project goals and deliverables, core process change and reporting, updated individual and team responsibilities, cross-training when necessary, quality assurance, and the new billing structure training. And technology and other training will include new process training that will occur in already existing systems. Other training will include positive culture and communication meetings and updates, and high-level process and systems training for customer service employees.
One thing to note here is that these projected costs are for the proposed transformation and do not associate any current costs from infrastructure, data storage, or data warehousing that are already incorporated into T-Systems' financial budgetary plan. The current projected costs of the proposed transformation plan are based on the following metrics that are broken down into 2 categories: fixed costs and projected costs as seen here. The training on new business processes is estimated at $2,500 per employee and is based off of 100 employees for training that is going to last 5 days. This cost will gradually decrease by 20% for the first 3 years and then will taper off as T-Systems will continue to invest into the training portion of this plan over time. As with change in any organization comes, there will also be the turnover costs of employees who are repositioned or let go. These are estimated at $60,000 per employee for total replacement, including knowledge transfer lost in the process and time spent to bring new employees up to speed on current operating procedures. We assume there will be 21 employees initially who are repositioned or let go, with a gradual decrease over time. This associated training and time to bring new employees up to speed is at an estimated time of a year and a half, costing delivery costs to decrease by 2.5%. T-Systems will also invest in retaining customers, and we have converted our cost per man hours invested to retain them, as shown in the chart. Finally, T-Systems will now have costs associated with branding and marketing their new transformation plan to their organization. We also feel this is very important for T-Systems to show their employees that they believe in this plan and are willing to invest into it. The cost will have a gradual decrease over a period of 5 years as the change begins to resonate with everyone over time. Over time, you can see the projected cost of this transformation plan will decrease over 5 years from $2.3 million in year 1 to $300,000 in year 5, which is an 87% decrease in total costs.
With an optimistic look on the project, we project that our annual revenue will have a 2% growth each year, as well as a client increase in both year 3 and year 5, resulting in a $10 million contract with each client. With the costs associated with this project, we expect to be out of the negative by year 3 and have a profit of $23.7 million in year 5, giving us an internal rate of return of 17%. Our most likely scenario will only see a 1% growth in revenue each year, but still maintain an increase of 2 clients. Again, positive cash flow will be seen in year 3, with a profit of $22.6 million in year 5, showing an internal rate of return of 16%. The pessimistic scenario will have a growth rate of only 0.5% in revenue per year. The project will stay in the negative until year 4, and only 1 client increase is projected. This will give a profit of only $11 million by year 5, with an internal rate of return of 9%.
Some of our key backout conditions are failure to meet our current or previous KPIs within 5 quarters of a transformation. That's a big red flag that something isn't working and we need to back out. Our inability to acquire key talent and critical roles must have the right people. So if we can't find the right people, we're going to have to go back to the drawing board. Extreme negative customer feedback is also a critical role. If our customers really hate the changes that we make, which I don't anticipate, then we may need to go back in. Then again, unforeseen market conditions and a mass exodus of talent within our organization or other concerns. But those are some of the items we'll use to monitor our progress. Thank you.